All right, so really quick, hot takes. We played. All right, so with with Deadpool and Pool, I do not think works well together. There is nothing good that I liked about that. That was not enjoyable. As far as Deadpool goes, we played in protection and we basically used the whole combo of using symbiote suit. Well, we played protection and justice, so we didn't try aggression because everyone else is doing aggression. Chimichanga truck, fantastic card. Maximum effort with this card is on fire is really the combo you want to do with symbiote suit on because you do massive amounts of damage. But it really just, again, feels like you're just playing a rush strategy and everything else is just there to support that. So symbiote suit with endurance and using that. I don't love Deadpool's style. Like, it wasn't super enjoyable. It was kind of weird. Maybe it changes and gets better with different things, but it just felt like I was holding on. Deadpool's making the board worse. The enemy's making the board worse. I can't really take out minions or side schemes that well. And I'm just waiting for that big hit combo to kind of push through, which is like a really weird way to play. And again, if you're just doing rush style, I could do that with almost any hero, so I don't love that. It wasn't anything fantastic, but whatever. So Justice, I did like Justice in the sense that we use it to pump up the main scheme. I think helped a lot. I think the main scheme Justice, like keeping that really high so that the counters don't matter as much, I think was clutch. And I want to do more of that. I think that's a good strategy for me, at least, for the way I do things. Protection was whatever. Aggression, we know it's going to be rushed. Leadership, we have to try still. So Deadpool, I will say that I think I like Psylocke more. I think Deadpool is the hero I like the least of this cycle. Like, just from gut playing, right? Cable, I definitely like more. Domino, I like a lot more. Angel, I like more. X-23, I like more. Psylocke, I probably like more. So he's probably my least favorite hero of what I played so far from this cycle. And it's probably not even close. Psylocke is probably still a lot better. It's been a little bit since I played Psylocke, so I need to do more, but yeah. So yeah, I just don't like him because it's a rush strategy, basically. Which is just, again, I could do that with any hero, so that's not a big deal. The pool cards are kind of a meme. It's kind of a meme. Healing Factor is a nice card. The allies and everything just kind of dealing damage to you kind of stinks. It's kind of whatever. But the allies are interesting in the way that they work. I feel like with pool cards, I was just, again, trying to cycle through the pool cards as fast as possible to get to my cards. Like, they were all right. They weren't anything great. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with pool more, see if it makes sense. I do like the idea of using pool like as a supplement for things like Gamora. Like I said, like throwing cut upper into like a Gamora deck feels like that would be a good choice. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like that would be a solid card I want in there all the time. So like for something like that, I'm excited for. But the card pool is just, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's mostly upgrades. Like half of the thing is just upgrades. So I'm not going to be playing all those upgrades in the pool deck. It's just not how I play. So it's a very, 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 very small pool size. Smaller than I think the core box was. So it doesn't feel like I have enough cards to like do anything super interesting. So I don't know. As of right now, not really. I'm not really feeling it. So I still want Deadpool for the pool aspect, but I have a lot on play, so I have to wait a bit and wait for it to go on sale too, for sure. I'm really curious about Cable with the pool aspect. Might work. I have no idea. I knew I liked Deadpool the least, but I know he goes against my playstyle. And I even like Rush, but it's just like, it's literally a 2-card Rush strategy. Psylocke moving up, let's go, exactly. Sounds like they nailed the Deadpool theme on theme. Yeah, I mean, I like things being on theme, but I want everything to be fun first. Then I want it to be interesting and unique, and then theme. Like, that's like the third most important thing to me. Deadpool is weird, but I expected it, honestly. Yeah, I expected it to be weird. I don't think I expected that against the vast majority of villains, I would do a 2-card strategy. Right? Like, realistically, that's your strategy, is to play those 2 cards back to back over and over and over and over. You just do that and you're going to do okay. So I don't think I love that. And like his other cards, besides Chimichanga is really good. His other cards are like fine. Needs a second wave. I really hope they continue to support the pool aspect. Like I really hope they do. I really, really, really hope they do. I hope this isn't a one-off and just some like funny gimmick thing. Like I want them to support it. And hopefully they will. I feel like we'll get a few new pool cards every so often with future hero packs. And I think they could do a whole Deadpool cycle. Right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that'd be solid. That'd be funny if that's the next cycle after the X-Men stuff. Though I think some people are pretty done with X-Men. But it'd be funny if it was a whole Deadpool cycle. I like the idea of Justice Deadpool stacking as many acceleration tokens as you can with it ain't over. Yeah, I think there's things you can play with in Justice to make it a bit more interesting. Slow down the deck quite a bit. I actually don't think we'll get anything else, but I've been wrong before. So the only hope I have for them doing more is that they said in their release article for Deadpool, or their initial preview article, that they are treating the pool aspect as the fifth aspect, right? That was their words in their article. We are treating it as a fifth aspect. And if you're treating it as a fifth aspect, you should be supporting it. You support all your other aspects. So I'm going to hold them at their word value of what they say, and what they say is they're going to do it. So if you're going to do it, you have to support it. Like, that's my opinion. It'd be pretty lame if they didn't, right? If they just never touch it again. I get it, I guess, in the sense that that's kind of what we're all guessing is going to happen. But like, you shouldn't have said you're treating it as a fifth aspect then. It's a one-off meme. It's a meme aspect at that point. And then you made us buy a meme, basically. Maybe they'll bring out Gwenpool to supplement pool cards eventually. That's my best successful geek. I agree with you. That's probably the best way it would go. I want more pool cards for sure. It needs a bit more. I agree. It does need more. Hopefully it will. I'd rather have a 6 aspect, I think. It makes me wonder if they would do a 6. It makes me wonder if they would do a 6. I hope they would eventually. But just like support the 5. Well, like the other thing too is we've had this argument on stream, discussion on stream, that there's only so much more they can do with the aspects. Like almost every single aspect could do a little bit of everything at this point. So they become very saturated in what they're capable of doing, right? A lot of aggressions has now the ability to confuse and to do justice and whatever. So like aggression could do a little bit of everything. Justice could do a little bit of everything, right? Like you still lean into their main strengths, but they could do a little bit of everything. So adding a 6 aspect isn't like out of the question, I think. It's just if they want to support it, because it'd be so far behind. I don't know who else would be paired with Pool, but they can always just build Pool with back of the... Yeah, I mean, they can always just keep throwing in like the 3 cards or whatever in the back, for sure. And who knows, you know, again, they could just come out with a blister pack of aspect cards. You know, they've never done it, but doesn't mean that they can't do it. Pool is only good if you have specific synergies with your hero. I agree with that, Cyber. We're going to have both more Pool in the 6. I think so, too. Surprised Deadpool himself wasn't an ally in the Pool aspect, maybe in the future. Yeah. They also said loads of customizable options, which isn't exactly... Which there's really not with the Pool cards, so they obviously aren't exaggerating free. So they obviously aren't exaggeration free. True. That's true. Still, you're going to treat it as a 5th aspect, treat it as a 5th aspect. But you're right. You're right. Maybe once they get the street level heroes, they might add a 6th aspect. Yeah. Yeah, there's a solid shot with that Poetic. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see eventually what the community reaction is to the 5th aspect. Like, what people think about Pool. Like, because if the entire next X-Men cycle has no Pool cards, people are just going to assume, like, it's done. And I don't think people will be happy overall about that. I don't think that would be a net good.